My name's Todd Webb. I have a website called toddpod.com, and there's all kinds of free comics on there. This is my Baltimore Comic-Con area. It's part of the Kids Love Comics group, which is like the coolest people that are here.
Such a hard name to remember.
Okay, reading War and Peace is the newest thing that I have. I'm reading the book, and I'm drawing about the process of reading War and Peace. So the book's, it's not like directly about War and Peace, although it is, but it's about a lot of other stuff too that just goes on. And actually lots of books in general. Like there's a subplot of other books that I read when I should be reading War and Peace and stuff like that. I'm just making it up one panel at a time in my sketchbook, and if it's not too insanely long by the time I finish the book, I might go back and redraw the whole thing and then print it as a book. If it's too long, I'll just print it as is, I guess. But I'm only a few chapters in. But it's a really good book so far, totally living up to the hype of, like, best novel. Let's see, moving up from there, we've got The Goldfish and Bob. That was the first graphic novel I ever. It's coming up on its 10th anniversary already, which is really weird to me. So I'm hoping to put out like a really fancy 10th anniversary edition soon.
What do you
covers? I always get really inspired by books, like reading stuff. Always gives me different ideas, songs and music. Like I'm in two bands also, so like. I listen to music constantly. Movies. If I watch like a Wes Anderson movie or something, I know I can't make a movie, but I'll instantly try and like work on a book. The painted record sleeves is something that evolved over a couple of years of me trying out different oddball objects, like art objects. I used to draw and paint on toilet seats, and they were doing really good. I still get people that ask for them every once in a while, but they were really hard for me to like carry around to conventions. And I do like over here, I visit thrift stores and I find like really cool prints in different sizes and then add my characters to them. And those are getting harder to find, but there's always an abundance of vintage records and record sleeves there for, not a lot of money. So I moved over to start painting my characters onto those instead.
That's awesome. Such a good idea.
Thanks. They're a lot of fun to make. Ghost Pop is just a little mini comic I made. It's basically two of my casual poet strips just broken down into one panel, and like both of those are which Casual Poet started out as journals, like daily journal comics, back in late 1999, early 2000. And it started as just like an excuse to draw every day, kind of. Like I had seen James Kachaka did a little Superstar mini comic. This is before he actually started doing the journals like hardcore. And I guess it was his first attempt at doing it. And I thought it was a cool idea to just like a reason to draw every day. So I started doing my own, and then over time my formats kept changing, and I would experiment with different ways of doing it, not getting burned out and stuff. And now I do them as these self-contained 12-panel pages where there's other like literary figures like Kafka and Rimbaud and Henry David Thoreau and others, and like robots and mummies and stuff as stand-ins. So it's still very much like I guess it's more of an emotional journal now. Like it's definitely stuff I'm thinking about, but I'm only in it myself like periodically now. And everything that the historical figures say is stuff that they really said or wrote, but it's also things that mirror stuff that I've been thinking about. So it's kind of like using them as a focal point to say what I'm trying to say.
That's really awesome.
Sure, what else is over here? The crayon drawings I've been doing for a long time. I started drawing with crayons because I used to do comic conventions with Art and Franco and Jamie, and we would always have like crayon drawing contests to like see who could draw a giraffe faster and stuff. Got really comfortable with them. And yeah, Tuesday Moon's over there. Kid's graphic novel about a little girl named Tuesday who goes on an adventure with the moon. And that's an instance of the, when I was telling you I listen to a lot of music and stuff, there's one of my favorite bands was called Neutral Milk Hotel, and they had a song called Tuesday Moon. And I was listening to that while I was doodling one day, and I drew this little girl looking up at the moon, and the moon had a face, and the image just kind of clicked and kind of evolved into that book.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then stuff that's in progress that's not here. I'm working on a big long book about a tour that my band Sea Monster did in 2007. We did 42 states in 2 months, and all kinds of weird stuff happened. Met a bunch of strange people, and so I'm turning that into a book. And then I'm working on another graphic novel, although it might be more of like a novella. I'm thinking like 60 pages, 80 pages, called Kites, about these spacemen that crash land on a planet filled with dinosaurs, and then they slowly get eaten one by one, just wander around. It's kind of a parody of like bad sci-fi movies.
Nice.
'Cause I love those.
Awesome. What's your website again?
Oh, it's toddbot.com. TODDBOT.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.